Gorgeous Dex entry. X. Singing in eerie voices, they wander town streets on the night of the new moon. Anyone who hears their song is cursed. Y. It enwraps its prey in its hair-like arms. It sings joyfully as it observes the suffering of its prey. It was about 8 o'clock when I realised that I should head back home to Snowball City. I ventured to the winding woods to possibly find the coveted green-eyed Jigglypuff. Using my poker radar, I was at a chain of 28. My Meowstick, Trixie, tugged my shirt, so I leaned downwards. She pointed west, where the path to our house was. I replied, "Just a little longer." This was the longest chain I had ever had, and I wasn't willing to give it up. I continued the monotonous, suspenseful, shiny hunt. At a chain of 40 now, I desperately wanted to head home. Flappy, my Fletchinger, did also, but the thought of finally finding a shiny of one of my favourite Pokemon made me stay. I had seen many people in the past find shinies in this exact place, so I knew it wasn't barren. These people, namely Wulfric and Candice, inspired me to go on. Going through the motions was easy, but my Pokemon continued to hint me. They kept hinting to go home, but I didn't know why. Maybe they were tired. I hadn't ever seen them behave like this before. 59, 60, 61, I counted up and up. "Where are they?" I finally bursted out. I decided to sit down for a moment, just to rest, and maybe let my Pokemon do so too. I sat on the leafy rock and shut my eyes for what I thought was 5 minutes. When I awoke, I had no idea what time it was. I knew it was somewhere past 12. I wondered how I awoke. Then I remembered the dream I had. It had eerie noises or hums. As I adjusted to the cool, brisk air around me, I heard the same noise I'd heard in my dream. It was a soft, sweet, angelic hum. What could it be from? I asked myself. Maybe just a girl walking by? I refused to discontinue this epic chain I was holding. Then I made a deal with myself. Once I get to 100, I can be done. That was my deal. I sealed it in my brain. No loopholes. So at 70 now, I turned my Poké Radar on, pressed the button, and then it flashed. 10 grasses to the left. It was a moment I'd been waiting for. The moment only some could dream of. A sparkling grass. The residing place of a shiny Pokemon. I had to make sure that I didn't walk into any other shaky grasses, so I made a route to get there. Trixie and Flappy were pecking and clawing at me, but it didn't feel like either of them. It felt like a long, slender vine, or even two. No, I can't look back. I have what I was waiting for. No distractions. I continued my invisible route to that shiny grass I had my eyes glued on. That unknown feeling I'd felt a bit earlier came over my shoulder. Ignoring it once again, I walked on 3 grasses more. Then, the vine or arm or whatever it was slapped me in the face. I fell back, and when I opened my eyes, I found a menacing Gorgeist looking at me. Strangely, after blinking, another appeared. Then a third. I crawled my way over, but the vines of them grabbed me, and in a way, strangled my legs, like an Arbok. They entangled my entire body. They continued to tighten their grips, and I just kept hitting and kicking them. They were as a whole too much for me or my Pokemon. We all continued to pound them with our might. Another feature I hadn't noticed was that they hummed that hum all the time they slowly killed me. My legs had no circulation now. I knew I had no chance. I remembered now that I brought along Ninetales. I don't remember how or why, but I overlooked that and reached to the bag that they had thrown off me. They grabbed my hand, and then the other that I tried grabbing it with. "Trixie, use Psychic!" We had battled in hordes before, but never at this high level. These Gorgeists were probably level 50 or higher. Trixie opened her ear flaps and let out her Psychic Wrath, entirely mutilating all 3 of the Gorgeists and partially destroying me. Legs broken, I asked Flappy to go for help. There was no way I could get out of here alive. Nevertheless, I would try to. Flappy came back about a minute later with Nurse Joy running along beside him. My ears had stopped working now, and all I could do was lay effortlessly. What happened after that was all a blur.